or Eccles rather. It's 3rd and 1. And here's the handoff, and it goes to Kendall Milton, and there's nothing there. He was drilled on the play. Hit by one great defender after another, Patrick Queen.
Well, now a late flag comes in, Kevin, and this is going to, instead of 4th and inches and a decision to be made, this is either going to give a first down for the Bengals or move it back, and almost forces the Bengals into a punt, depending on which direction this flag goes.
Where James has been quiet today, hasn't he?
Conduct by both teams. Defense number 5, offense number 1. They both count until the first with regard to disqualification.
Ramsey on the Steelers and Chase for the Bengals.
4th down.
So Gene Steratore will join us, and Gene, you can see right here what happened after that play.
Yeah, you got a lot of scuffle there, Kevin, and you know, as officials, you do try to get the instigator, but in this situation, I think it's pretty clear that both of them are guilty right at the same time on the play.
Wasn't snapped if you want, and look, they're going at it again. The flags come in again. It's Chase and Ramsey.
Now we need more of this. I love it. I love this.
Well, now his helmet got ripped off.
Is off, yeah.
Well, if it was ripped off, it's one thing. If he took it off on his own, then that's a penalty, having your helmet off. So
they got a lot to discuss. The officials, that is.
Yes. And if anybody from the Bengals standpoint wants to go back, what Gene pointed out is the spot of the ball. He thought the first down was picked up with the last run on 3rd down. So. Well, that is a first down.
Number 5 has been disqualified for throwing a punt.
And he just got it before. He just got.
Yeah, so he's kicked out. They said he threw a punt. Yeah, so there's 2 penalties which would be kicked out for, but now they're saying.
So now they're
throwing a punt. So
he's second defensive back.
Wow, that's.
All right, Gene, you're watching it all unfold with us.
Correction, 15 yards out of 1st down.
So right here.
Wondering if.
Go ahead, Gene.
Yeah, sorry, Trent. I heard Bill Vinovich just say correction, 15-yard first down. I don't know if he is saying now that he believes that's an ejection or not. I'm not sure.
No,
what
he did.
Just kind of clarified that.
He said ejection because of a punch thrown.
And he's not off the field.
Yeah.
An assistant coach has now got him and trying to usher him off and into the locker room, as you can see the aftermath. So Ramsey is gone.
And went to the ground. So I mentioned the flag as the athletic training staff was looking at Van Sumer and Sean Smith, the referee, and to get between the teams, and one of the other officials threw a penalty flag. No surprise, edgy with the Cowboys and the Eagles promote more kickoff returns. The touchbacks now come out to the 35-yard line.
Conduct. Defense number 98. Number 98's defense actions has disqualified him from the game.
Whoa.
15-yard penalty.
Whoa.
Automatic. First down.
So Jalen Carter, the focus and the star for the Cowboys, for the Eagles on the front line, out for the game before a snap. Here he goes. He walks there in front of Dak Prescott. Did he spit? Did he spit on him? I think he did. There you go. There you go. And the official was right there to throw the flag. Brian Neal, the umpire, who was keeping an eye on that confrontation. No idea, obviously, what was said. But Jalen Carter out of this game before a snap. Chris, that's, first of all, I got no idea what he's thinking. And second, this is massive in terms of the game.
Logan Cook, by the way, was checked for a concussion after that last hit that he took, cleared quickly. And so he is back onto the field for Jacksonville. DK is going to play it. A couple of punt return touchdowns this season. as he is out to the 35, 13 yards on the return.
Oh, no.
And we got multiple flags here. And again, it's Logan Cook is in the mix. Boy, he's been the instigator. Matisic throwing a guy down, another flag, and this thing getting out of hand. Brad Rogers and his officiating team.
Well, I think initially it was Chestnut and Andrew Wingard who got tangled up, and then Cook didn't appreciate what was happening.
I don't think there's a feistier punter in the NFL than Logan Cook.
Yeah,
there's
see this.
Wingard and Chestnut.
Yeah. That's the original flag.
Now look at your punter getting your back. That's something you don't see.
You know how we always talk about quarterbacks and decision making? I think we got to talk about Cook's decision making.
Yeah.
You know, that.
Oh, so you question?
He almost knocked himself out on the previous play, and then it's, hey, you know.
So we have 4 different flags on the field.
Personal foul. Tennessee.
44.
Number 44.
Tennessee 35.
Tennessee number 35.
Jacksonville.
Then Jacksonville number 9
and 46.
And 46. Those penalties will offset. Tennessee's number 44 has been disqualified from the game.
Yeah, so that's Mike Brown, who has indeed been ejected. That's good teamwork between the officials.
A lot of numbers.
By the way, happy belated birthday, Adam.
I appreciate it. I thought you forgot. You see number 44, Brown.
Yeah, Brown coming in at the end there. It's in a tussle. That's Matisic, you see him grabbing Matisic's face mask right there.
Yep.
And boy, you don't want to do that in front of the officials. It's going to cost him some money.
Fair point. Fields. Oh, he gets out of it again! But a lot of time coming off the clock, and Fields will just chuck it away. Jalen Ramsey with a hit, and then a back and forth between the Jets and Steelers. Jets took exception to the fact that their quarterback got hit on the sideline. John Simpson of the Jets. Hayward's helmet is off. He's irate.
So, Ian, as a coach, you're standing there.
After the play was over, personal foul. Offense number 76. 15-yard penalty, down counts, 3rd down.
As a coach, you're standing there as Aaron Glenn, and he's mad about the penalty. But at the same time, he is happy to see his offensive linemen sprint over and defend their quarterback. That's something that tells you what they think about him, what they think about the team, and how they're going to handle this season moving forward. When you're an enforcer like that, yes, you're definitely upset about the penalty. Yes, not that smart. Thankfully, in this situation, it really didn't hurt him that much. But what you like better is to see the team standing up for their guy.
So the back and forth afterwards, Simpson went over to let Ramsey know that he did not like the hit on the QB. And at the 41, more pushing and shoving at the end of the play.
Here's what you can't do. You can't let it spill over play after play. You can't.
Garrett Wilson and Jalen Ramsey were the two that got into it. And both teams came over to support their guy. There was a double team push.
Yeah. Just talking it out. They're just talking it out.
And he's still talking, Ramsey.
Yep, still. See, that's all they're doing.
Talking it out.
Yep.
17, the Jets leading the Steelers.
As Patrick Mahomes beats Jared Goff. And so we got a little fight here, a little altercation going on. I don't know what started it.
Well, Brian Branch was involved in something, and there was a little exchange, and then people came running. I think that was Juju Smith-Schuster who came running into that.
I just glanced up and saw 2 Chiefs, 1 Lion, and then, of course, everybody coming on the field at the end of the game. And look, and there is a pretty significant brawl going on here. The back end of that over to the right. Pyrotechnics going off because the clock hit 00. But that does not take away from what's going on. The officials are all on the perimeter of this, and now the officials are heading off the field here.
3 misses in that first half. And it is handed off to Barkley. Left side. Wagner tackled him, but he broke the plane for 2. So they get the 2-point conversion. 29 for the Eagles. That's 60 the last 2 weeks. Barkley's run to take him over 100 yards. And now the chippiness has turned into a full-on shoving match. Look out, Tyler Steen throwing punches. Now this is getting ugly.
We got flags, we got hats.
There are no flags left in the belts. Wow. They're all on the field.
There's nothing left to throw.
No.
And now the official's got to figure out how many, who do you call the penalties on? Is it offsetting? Are there ejections? That's probably the bigger question right now is, does either team suffer an ejection for punches thrown? And right now the most popular guy in Philly, Big Dom, he's at midfield. All right, so take a look here.
There is Cooper.
Cooper and Harris kind of going at it.
And then Sanders still gets in there. Payne throws a shove.
And then Tyler Steen, he kind of escalated it going after Sanders still. There were punches thrown. It felt like both teams. I'll be very curious to see how many guys get ejected because that was a brawl.
Sanders still, you're right, he was kind of in there as the instigator, going at some of those offensive linemen.
You got to imagine Steen threw a punch.
There are 3 fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Philadelphia. 56. Number 56. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Washington, number 99. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Washington, number 20. All 3 of those players have been disqualified.
Wow.
The penalty's offset on the next play.
Mike Sanders still got out of that unscathed. So they get a few guys. There are not too many innocent parties in this one.
24-yard field goal try, and that's good. Raiders grab the lead back. The boy scoring so hard for this team. We'll check that penalty flag. Excuse me.
The extra point kick was good. After the play was over, there were 2 fouls. Personal foul, number 44 of the defense. Personal foul, number 70 of the offense. They all set the succeeding spot. Timeout.
Well, just to clarify, it wasn't an extra point. It was a field goal. And the penalty's offset. Raiders with a narrow lead. Trayvon Walker has been ejected.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, you can't take a swing. I mean, he just sucker punches Forsyth right there. And I don't know why they were offsetting penalties there, but Trayvon Walker, rightfully so, gets ejected from the game, and he walks to the locker room.
As protection, zips it down the middle and intercepted. Derek Stingley Jr. with the pick. Houston has a 4th takeaway tonight. Flags as he shoved out of bounds. Smith-Njigba got in there, trying to make a play on Stingley. They've been going at it back and forth tonight. That time it was Smith-Njigba playing the defensive role there.
That is just a heck of a read by Derek Stingley Jr. He finally gets one. It in, just shows that extraordinary lower body burst that he has.
Roughness, number 24 of the intercepting team. 15-yard penalty, first down.
The intercepting team, so the stiff arm. Now all you see why Smith-Njigba got worked up. Yet Stingley Jr. knocked his helmet off with a stiff arm. He shoves the DB back, and then he gets run into. Only one penalty called in all of that, and it was on Stingley for the stiff arm.
It's a good job by that official, that referee right there, to protect that player, man. I don't know that official's name, but that is outstanding by him.
Christian Harris is the one that planted him on the Houston bench that time.
Here's your final 20-9. And Juwan Jennings is getting into it with somebody. At the end of everybody kind of shaking hands. Both offensive tackles are in there, and that is Trayvon Merritt, who gets that shot to the face from Juwan Jennings before these two teams leave the field.
Yeah, obviously there's something that happened during the ball game or throughout the course of the game that Juwan Jennings has taken exception with Trayvon Merritt.
In his first game, let's take a look and see if, I think that's Juwan Jennings kind of doubled over, may have gotten a punch down low, we're told. Took exception to it, and then at the end, he and Merrick got into it. I don't know if Merrick said anything or who delivered the punch.
49ers showed pressure. They brought 4, screen to Dortch, and Dortch short of the first down. From the 47-yard line, some pushing and shoving after the play, and there's a flag. McBride got tangled up with one of the 49ers, and the flag came in.
Commanders showed what kind of competitors they are last night in that thriller on Sunday Night Football. Dart's going to go and gets popped on the sideline, and we're going to get a fight. Christian Ellis delivered the hit, and these two teams are going at each other.
Tell you what, Joe, I know they're going at it, but it looked to me like it was a legal hit.
I agree.
And it's just Dart trying to get a little bit extra, and you know he has to protect himself, and he's a target. Take a closer look at it. There's a look at Ellis. Once he gets outside the pocket here, this is in real speed.
Oh. Yeah, Troy, you're 100% right. He's in bounds. When he's contacted, that's a legal hit.
And to your point, Troy, he's got to take the sideline. He's got to get out of bounds before that hit comes.
He absolutely has to. And you know, the officials over the last few years, you correct me if I'm wrong, Russell, but as these teams go at it, I totally get the Giants rallying to his defense.
At the end of the play, personal foul, offense number 84. 15-yard penalty. Down counts. Third down.
That's a good job. Yeah, it's a right call. It's a good job by these officials managing it, understanding what took place. But I was going to say these officials over the years, they were protecting these quarterbacks a lot, even when they were kind of in bounds, that they thought the hit was unnecessary. And then the quarterbacks started stretching the limits on that a little bit. And the league let them know that we can't protect you if you're going to stay in bounds.
Absolutely. The league has sent out a lot of training for down, but
unnecessary roughness, number 0, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, that is a massive call against Renardo Green, because now a fresh set of downs and the Cardinals offense stays out.
Yeah, you're off the field. There's number 0 right there tied up with Trey McBride. And, you know, you get a little hand up to the face. You can see the frustration. Football's an emotional game, but that's when you get caught, right? It's a lot of times something happened and it got caught in the masses. And, yeah, I mean, Kyle Shanahan is not going to be happy with that. That's why the call sheet is up above so nobody can actually see what he's saying, because your defense is off the field.
And bite down on the underneath route. They get the one-on-one matchup, but they just can't connect down the field.
Jalen Noel is going to play it. There's a marker thrown behind the play. 40 yards on the punt from Cook. And there's some extra stuff at the end of that play. More flags are flying. Keep in mind what happened here. Last time these two teams played, Logan Cook had a fistful of someone's face mask. Logan Cook, the punter. But we had that ugly brawl here last year, the hit by Alshire against Lawrence. Officials do a nice job to get them separated quickly. All kinds of stuff going on at the end of this play. You see the jawing there. Christian Harris comes flying in, and that really started things. So how severe could this potential penalty be on Christian Harris, who may have ignited that little...
For 2 fouls during the kick, holding receiving team number 29. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the kicking team number 47. Those fouls will offset at the end of the kick, and Houston will keep the ball.
All right, so MJ Stewart for Houston and Dennis Gardeck, who's been hit with a couple of penalties.
Herbert, and Johnston has this one. Another third down conversion. Third catch today for Quentin Johnston, and now a flag is down late.
I think they're going to get somebody, maybe have someone hitting Herbert. Crosby.
Yeah, I think Crosby was the one who's now having some words with the Los Angeles sideline.
Yeah, and the whole team is now wanting to have a little conversation. Big time catch by Johnston, though, who struggled sometimes with some drops. But on that play, he made a heck of an adjustment.
Let's watch the end of the play.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. He shoved Herbert down. It was fired up after the conversion.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 98. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
And I would assume Justin Herbert probably said a little something in Max Crosby's ear to get him a little fired up there. And hey, competitors compete, and these guys are going out there going toe-to-toe. And I saw one of the Chargers, they had coaches.
They got to be careful as some of the Raiders are now on the Chargers sideline. Eric Stokes was along the Chargers sideline. Isaiah Polamau was able to bring him over. Well, this one almost erupted. Derwin James was trying to get Quentin Johnston back. And Jim Harbaugh saying, hey, we had guys coming up on our sideline.
Yeah. I did see in the Raiders huddle, Crosby gathered everyone around and told him, my bad, that's on me. And a good job by Jim Harbaugh and his coaches policing up their sideline so guys don't come off of it and escalate what started.
Oh, flea flicker. Mayfield looking deep, looking, throwing, and that is intercepted. DeJean gets it back. Cooper DeJean now has blocks. Looking for a seam. DeJean all the way inside the 35. There's multiple penalties now. Back where he picked this off. And now there's some trash talk going on down the field, some pushing and shoving as well, going away from the ball. Look at this.
Tristan's got his hand in there.
Uh-oh. Wow. Tristan Wirfs, which guy that came back, their superstar left tackle, 4-time Pro Bowler, getting in there with multiple Eagles. And I think it started with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, tempers flaring. Everyone's talking a little smack. Certainly Baker is a A+ trash talker. And Quignon's getting into himself like most young corners. And I love the offensive linemen over there trying to protect their quarterback. But I wouldn't pick on Tristan Wirfs, Quignon. I love you, but that's a big man.
I think Moro Ojema came over and said, you know, let me at least help you out.
After
This is
replay review, it's an incomplete pass. Personal foul on the defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Wow, what a turn of events. So first the 15-yarder on DeJean, then it looks like he gets it back and returns it all the way inside the 35. Instead, the Bucks keep.
Oh. Yeah, Rodgers just stood in the back. Rodgers said, I'm not taking part in the tush push. I'm going to stand back in victory formation and just watch. And now
flags.
I think they're going to call it on Dallas Turner.
Oh, now DK Metcalf's getting in. I think there's going to be a second. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if they're going to call 2 personal fouls on Dallas Turner, because when DK Metcalf came in, I think Turner might have punched him in the face.
Wow. That'll get you thrown out of the game.
Yeah, so let's take a look here.
Oops, don't care for him.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
All right, so it is Turner, and it sounds like just one.
Yeah, you see right here, kind of slaps DK Metcalf in the face. There was an earlier flag, though. The official on that one threw her hat.